Hey everybody, today we're going to learn how to play Fatal Fomo by University Games. Be the first player to identify 3 victims or collect 50 crime points, and you're the winner. To set up the game, place all of the victim and weapon cards in a lineup in front of the players on the table. All cards need to be face up. The oldest player goes first and will be the first to read a case as the murderer. The murderer picks one of the cases 1 through 12. Then they remove the cards from the case sleeve. This player should take a minute to read the case, clues, and solution before the game begins. Each of the other players will receive a detective note sheet from the pad and should write their name on it. Players should take a couple minutes to familiarize themselves with each victim and weapon while the murderer reads. The game begins with the murderer reading the case. As the murderer reads, players may take notes on their detective note sheets, crossing out any victims and weapons they can rule out. Players may ask clarifying questions, but only one question per player. After the case is read, the murderer may reread the case if requested. Once the case has been read, the murderer will now read the clues one at a time. After each clue, players may ask one question if desired. All questions must be yes or no questions. After all the clues have been read, all players then write down who they think the victim was and the murder weapon used on their detective note sheet. The murderer then reads the solution and players tally up their scores for the round. Players that correctly guess the victim but not the weapon receive 10 points. Players that guess the victim and the weapon correctly will receive 20 points. Players who guess the weapon correctly, but the victim incorrectly, receive 0 points. In cases where more than one player is correct, each player receives the full number of points awarded for that question. The first player to identify 3 victims or collect 50 crime points wins the game. And that's how you play Fatal Fomo by University Games.